Imagine a library where every book holds a truth too terrifying to comprehend. Truths about existence, reality, and the fabric of time itself. Tonight, we step into this hidden, horrific library, unlocking 10 mind-bending concepts that will make you question everything you know. Throughout history, knowledge has been suppressed, lost, or hidden away, either to protect humanity or to prevent madness. What if the most unsettling truths were stored in a secret library, waiting for the right mind to uncover them? What happens when knowledge is too vast, too dangerous? Do we seek it anyway, or is ignorance truly bliss? Let's turn the first page and begin our descent into the unknown. Our first book reveals a paradox so profound that it questions the nature of knowledge itself. Some say knowledge is power, but what if knowing too much is a curse? Think of the story of Oedipus. His downfall came not from ignorance, but from the unbearable weight of truth. This paradox suggests that some truths are too overwhelming, too horrifying, to be known without consequence. Examples include scientific discoveries that challenge morality or existential realizations that shatter the human psyche. If you were given the ultimate truth about the universe, would you want to know? Could knowledge itself be a form of horror? This brings us to the next eerie tome, the possibility that our world is nothing more than a simulation. Imagine reality as nothing more than lines of code, an illusion crafted by an unseen programmer. What if our every action, thought, and decision was predetermined within an artificial construct? The simulation hypothesis suggests that advanced civilizations could create simulated realities indistinguishable from the real world. Some physicists believe strange glitches in our universe, like quantum anomalies, point toward this being true. If we are in a simulation, who controls it? And what happens when they decide to pull the plug? Perhaps the true horror lies not in being artificial, but in the idea that something watches us, always. Imagine being watched at all times, not by cameras, but by the fabric of reality itself. What if existence only happens because something or someone is observing? In quantum mechanics, the observer effect suggests that particles exist in multiple states until measured. Reality, in some ways, depends on being watched. Does this mean our entire reality is an illusion formed only when perceived? And if so, who or what is the ultimate observer? If reality bends to observation, then perhaps time itself is not as stable as we think. What if time is not linear but circular? What if you've lived this very moment before, over and over, trapped in an endless loop? Time loop theory suggests that certain pockets of existence may repeat indefinitely, with individuals reliving the same events unknowingly. Are we fated to make the same mistakes forever? And what if one day you remember all the times you've lived before? But what if time doesn't just loop, it fractures, leading to multiple realities? Have you ever remembered something one way, only to find out the world remembers it differently? Perhaps it's more than just a trick of the mind. The Mandela Effect occurs when large groups of people recall details differently than recorded history. Some believe this is evidence of parallel universes overlapping. Could we be slipping between realities without noticing? And if so, what else has changed that we simply haven't realized? If reality is unstable, then perhaps our very minds are the next frontier horror. Imagine a library so vast that it contains every book ever written, and every book that could ever be written, including the story of your life. Inspired by Borges' The Library of Babel, this concept suggests that in an infinite system, every possibility must exist somewhere. If everything that can be known is already written somewhere, do we truly have free will? Or are we just characters in an unwritten book? But what if something within the library does not want to be found? Throughout history, stories tell forbidden books, texts so dangerous they drive the reader to madness. But what if such a book truly existed? Mythologies and conspiracy theories often mention texts like the Necronomicon, containing knowledge not meant for human minds. What if understanding certain knowledge fundamentally changes reality? And what if you've already read something you weren't supposed to? If we are mere characters in a book, then who or what is the author? If reality is structured like a book or a simulation, then someone or something must have written it. Some theories suggest our universe follows strict mathematical laws, as if designed by an unseen intelligence. Are we simply creations of a grand storyteller? If so, what happens when they decide to write the final chapter? And so, we reach the final book, the final page, where all knowledge, horror, and reality come to an end. Every book has an ending. What if our reality is one too? Some believe the universe has an expiration date, whether through entropy, cosmic collapse, or something even more sinister. What if the last sentence of existence has already been written? And what if we are already nearing the final words? Take a moment to reflect. Knowledge is a gift, but it is also a burden. The library of horrors remains hidden, but for how long?